What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Diginacci Sequence. I'm Will Carr, and in this episode, I sit down with my friend Duran Morgan, aka Crypto Heavy. Man, what's up? I love giving that intro. Anyway, Duran and I sit down and we just dive into the crypto market. But more so than this, we really dive into our emotions around the crypto market. What is it that we've been doing throughout our days through this slump, if you will, in the market when prices are down? How do you handle emotions? How do you keep your spirits up when you felt like price appreciation was going to happen sooner, but drum roll, it hasn't? And how do you keep your spirit strong, knowing what you know, knowing that we're moving into a completely new paradigm when it comes to the financial system and the way that anything of value in this world transfers and moves, proving ownership that is going to not just tackle one industry, but literally every industry in the world. And so when you have this knowledge and you know this, but price action isn't coming along as fast as you would like, how do you handle that? So that's one thing that Duran and I dive into. Honestly, what I'll say is it was just great to talk to a friend. It'd been well over a month. And so it's always good to catch up with people, especially people that you have common interests with. And so in this episode, I just had a great time sitting down with Duran, crypto heavy. I think you guys are going to get a lot out of this. Enjoy listening, and thanks for being here. How long do you got?
Like 30 minutes,
Okay.
30 strong minutes.
Well, we got 30 strong minutes. So, with that said, welcome to the Diginacci Sequence. It's been a bit. It's me, Will Carr Speaks, and your boy, Crypto Heavy.
What's good, y'all? What's good?
What's up? What's up in your life, Duran?
Hey, man, this just been just a normal grind of just corporate BS work shit. And this has been just a lot, man. Like, that with just normal life with the kids and stuff like that, trying to stay afloat. It's just been like a blur, man, honestly. And a lot of the time I've been trying to catch crypto news and trying to keep afloat, but a lot of it is not it prices ain't moving. We got life, the Strait of Hormuz, and all this other shit. And I'm just like,
Right.
I just kind of like stepped out and away, and I was just like, man, I need to focus on touching grass and family and shit like that, and just kind of getting through it. But with XRP Las Vegas coming up, you get excited. You get excited. You get your blood pumping again, and you get to be around friends and family and stuff like that. So it's exciting, man.
It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun reuniting out there in Vegas, seeing some people for sure. That's obviously where we met last year and this whole crew.
Yeah.
If they were all on right now, but Sean and Phil are slacking on us. XRP Las Vegas, it's where it began, brother.
It's where it began, man, and it's exciting, man, that it's coming
Yeah,
up so quick, bro. It's coming up
I
so
have
quick that
started
I
to
feel
watch.
like before we know it, we'll be there and we'll be around like-minded people where we can get
Sure.
like I feel like we need the juice, like our community needs that juice to get back together because the news and price action and just the government and all that nonsense. I think that we just like I always feel like refreshed and rejuvenated when I'm in Vegas. Is like you get your light brighten. So I'm looking forward to like getting my light brighten because I feel like it's been kind of dim lately. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think it's easy to feel that way when, things go through a lull. But I think light of life is bright.
Absolutely.
The life of light is no, what am I saying? The light of life is bright.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I feel that way,
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
And when
I think
it
that like retrospectively, we talk about crypto, but like in life, like we are living in a great time
oh,
and
yeah.
with great people around us and a community that's great and friends and brothers that we communicate with and just like so like crypto is one part of it but like that's where like kind of reunited us together but like overall like we got a lot of light in our lives for sure.
Yeah, you gotta feel like you're already winning, winning has is not necessarily what we thought it was.
Right.
I watched And sometimes I think of these things even on a more spiritual basis like that. Like, why has crypto not mooned? Like, why is there this thing that I know is going to happen, but it hasn't transpired yet, right? And I try to look at that as like, what can I learn and how can I grow in the meantime? Because when you know something, and at least this is where I'm at with blockchain, it's like it could drag on. They could make the market boring for however long.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. I'm so hyped up here that, like, in my knowing that it's just a matter of time, that it's like it can't get me down anymore. It's
I
interesting
I think that, like,
seeing.
it make you realize that it's a long-term play
Hey,
for
come
the
here.
people that believe in it.
Yeah,
For
come
the
bring me a
people that
pasta.
believe in it, we realize it's a long-term play, and I think
Give me
that
one.
it's been humbling us because, like, the crypto bros back in the day where it's like,
See, my
"Yeah."
life is hold on, pause real quick. My life is so good. My daughter just brought me a ice cream popsicle. I just want to say, bro, like, pause.
You like, "Wait a minute, that looks amazing. Thank you."
Yeah,
You know, it wouldn't be a show without you grubbing on something, bro. Like,
I know. Look at this.
it wouldn't be.
We she's went undefeated in her basketball league,
Let's go.
and we won the league, and now she's undefeated in volleyball with only one tournament left. So
That's phenomenal.
we're rocking, dude.
Well, Will, when your daughter is the tallest girl on the court, okay, because her dad is the tallest person in the room. I mean, it's without saying that she's gonna dominate in her age group over here. You like, yeah, everybody's like half her size, and she's spiking the ball and dunking on people. She
Yeah.
like, yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm definitely dunking on everybody.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what
That
happens
is
when you
awesome.
practice your skills every day. Whatever skills you practice daily will be the things you're good at. It's consistency. That's what
Absolutely.
this is all about for us, is discipline and
Yeah, man.
consistency.
Yeah, I think that that's the hardest part for a lot of people, and you can kind of see the sentiment, especially on X and
Oh,
stuff like that.
love you. Go take
But
your bath.
like in reality, like I think that a lot of people were in it for the short term and didn't
Go take
realize
your
that
bath.
the long
Love you.
term play is that we really in. We run in a different race, man. And the people with that kind of energy, like it's yeah, you wanted to go good, but like at the same time, you like, I know I'm in it for the long haul. It ain't like I'm gonna sell all my crypto and be out. Like that's not an option. Like then
Right.
you in the same rat race that you always been in. Like crypto give you the opportunity to dream that one day you can be your own boss, that you can do the things you want to do in life for your kids and your kids' kids. If you get out of that dream, you back to the normal reality where the government controls everything. Your job fucking has a thumb on you. You stuck in a corporate rat race. You're gonna always be a fucking worker, not a boss. Like, who want to live like that? That's not a dream. That's like fucking hell. So I think that, once you kind of get that in your mind, you know that crypto is the way out. But however long it's gonna take, man, it's gonna take. And the universe is gonna provide it when it's supposed to. So I believe that.
Yep. 100%, man. And in the meantime, you're already winning. Like, I saw this post the other day, and it was like defining success and the way they measure it. And like the way they measure nursing homes, if people's like happiness and stuff.
Mhm.
And it's all these different things. It's like your social life, your intellect, or ability to be social and like have community. And it's like there's definitely not, it's like things you can feel purpose about. That was one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
None of them were anything about how much money was still in your bank account or how many cool cars you had.
Yeah.
And although stuff like that can definitely be cool for a time, it's at the end of the day, that's not what's going to bring you happiness.
I was gonna
So if,
say it's not the fulfillment that you live
no.
for in life.
So if we can all figure out, the goal here is to figure out how to get so incredibly happy and satisfied in life prior to price appreciation. If we as a community and the crypto community in general, who's about to, if all they have to do is sit on their hands, they're literally going to inherit the new financial system,
Facts.
the ownership of it. We're going to look back on that and be like, whoa, why did I ever doubt? Why did I ever have fear? Why did I not spend just that other $100 that one time instead of going to blowing it with my friends on something dumb? Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
if I'd
I
only
mean, it
spent,
is it's hard to like, like you want to live like I know like all of us want to live life and you live in the moment, you got kids, you live in the moment with them and do things with them and then and it's but it's a part of you that's like I need to stay a little bit more disciplined and so like everything I need to do is need to go into this so that when it does happen, you like, yep, I did everything I was supposed to do to set us up for this success.
Yeah.
And so it's like both of them, you know. But I think you can do both and still feel fulfilled. Like obviously, like you're never gonna have enough is what I realized like of crypto because like every time I buy some, I'm like, well, I still need to get to this number. It like the goalpost
Yeah.
changes and it gets pushed out more and more and more. And I'm like, I wonder why that is, but it's just because you like, well, I was able to achieve that. So now let's
Oh, yeah.
what's the
But
next achievement that I need to get? You know, what's the next number? And so with that in mind, I'm like, all right, cool. I need to still have time to live because like that's
yeah.
definitely because
The
I'll
number, man, people are going to be able to live a happy life on 1,000 XRP, dog.
exactly.
People are going to live a happy life on 1,000 XRP for the rest of their life because 1,000 XRP will put off enough. You'll make enough yield on 1,000 XRP to live a modest life.
Yep. And think about like
For
it's people that don't even have
today, for a $1,400 investment,
right. Exactly.
you can move to a small rural town in the Midwest and live a great life.
Yep. Have a backyard for your kids to play in and
Yeah.
all the things. Yeah. Like just know everybody in your community and just
You're going to be 40
it is
minutes from a
wild.
grocery store.
Yeah, man. It's like you could do the hobbies that you always wanted to do that brings you joy versus like having to work and make a certain amount of money and think that that's the American dream. You know, like it's I think it will recalibrate what the American dream looks like for a lot of people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like, you know, trying to get promoted into a company that is going to pay you six figures or whatever the case and buy a house and do all these things. It's like it really come down to like doing something that you enjoy doing every day that makes you happy, regardless of how much you make or how much you don't make. You know what I mean? You just enjoy doing it. And a lot of people don't think about that because they only see what they tell you on TV is the status quo of what you're supposed to make, how much money and what's the your entitlement to X, Y, and Z. And you know, we got all these labels and shit like that. So I look forward to the day where I can just do what I want to do without having to worry about anything else other than what my kids like to do and what makes me happy and things like that. Because at the end of the day, that's the value. That's the things you remember when you old as hell
100%, man.
like you sitting around and you got the memories of these things that you did, the places you got to go, the experiences you got to have. That's the most valuable part. But XRP is gonna get us there.
XRP is
That's
going to get
I
us
do
there.
believe that.
XRP will get us there on the back end of recognizing and coming to the conclusion now that we are already living that life. Dude, it's, yeah. I would say, how do I want to put this? The last few months, it has just become insanely clear to me that I spend my time coaching my daughter. You know, I spend my time hanging out with family. I get to talk to awesome people all the time. I wake up in a great home that has a view with a
Yeah,
yard, and I walk outside and there's Colorado blue skies and sunshine, and I walk my dog. I just started walking my dog in the morning, every morning, and, it's something I've never done, but for, like, the last 10 weeks, I take him on, like, a 2-mile walk, and it's just been the most peaceful, like, talk about a way to, like, ground yourself and just embody how awesome life is right now. Because,
yeah,
I think everyone has that. I just told my story because that's the honest life I'm living and I love it every day.
yeah, man.
But like, I think everyone can find that, man. Like, do I wish that my bags have 100x'd? Of course.
Right.
But like, I'm already, I could not imagine being any happier. Like, I was thinking just a few days ago and I was literally laying on top of a mountain that I had hiked, and I stayed up there for like 3, 4 hours, just laying in the sun and listening to the birds and feeling the breeze blow past me. Looking around, I can see Evergreen Lake. I can see the entire Continental Divide out west in the Rockies. And I had this realization that, say I had $100 million today, ultimately, would I really even want my life to change?
Yeah.
And the answer is no. Like, I'd be laying there on top of that mountain feeling awesome, just being like, holy shit, I have $100 million. That's wild.
Same place, same position, just got $100 million. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly the same. I'd have the same friends. I would live in the same house. You know, uh, I would still keep my truck. Like, you know, my truck is a lifetime thing for me at this point. So, yeah, White Thunder, dude. I could do a whole podcast on my truck. My daughter named it White Thunder, and now its nickname is Mad Max because it's been through a few things.
Yeah, yeah. It's been a while. And surviving.
Yeah.
That is hilarious, bro. Shit. It's like what, like an old pickup or what?
I mean, it's a 2012 Tundra,
Tundra. Oh,
and
yeah.
it's just a beast, dog. It's a beast. It's had a couple doors replaced, you know, couple new bumpers.
Taking it up. I guarantee you was off-roading it, wasn't you?
You know, nothing actually too crazy. You wouldn't think, but yeah, it can
Yeah.
handle itself.
Hey, man, I heard y'all got a good little partnership going into XRP Las Vegas too, man. That's, pretty exciting, man. I'm super proud of you guys, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
That's gonna be fun.
it's exciting, man. It's gonna be a good
Yeah.
time, man.
It's super stoked. I'm super stoked. Vegas is gonna be so awesome this year.
They keep saying there's more people than last time, and it's gonna be outrageous amount of people there. And that's like, I think that's the most exciting part. Like more partnerships, more relationships built, all of that, man. That's pretty sick. So it's always
Yeah.
fun talking to people that's like minded, that came from all different places, people that's been there forever, and people that's this their first time going. It's always fun to talk to both sides. So
They booted some sponsors. They're
did they
strong.
really?
I
Oh
don't know if I
wow,
wanna I don't know if I wanna say.
interesting. That's
Yeah. I'll text you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Wow.
but yeah, we're gonna go have a great time. I can't wait to see people. Can't wait to hang out with you. I can't wait to hang out with Phil.
Yeah,
Sean
man.
and I are gonna be having an epic time and cannot wait for that. I'm super stoked on that. I feel like it's gonna be something that's gonna be widely distributed and widely seen when we're
Yeah,
done with it. I'm excited.
yeah, yeah. No, that's for sure, man.
I'm excited, yeah. You
No,
know,
that's gonna
because
be a good
I get to sit down, I get to, you know, have that conversation too, which for me is, like, the thing I love the most. Have yeah, it's
It's gonna be surreal, man, for real, because like, it's
so
like
cool.
the content and then also, like, the relationships and the inside ball that you'll be able to achieve from that, and, I mean, that's all that stuff I think is pretty legit, man, and
Yeah.
it's good for the community, good for us, and, so I'm excited to just see how it all plays out, man, but it's, like, just exciting that it's like, "Yo, I know that. That's my guy. That's my guy."
That's awesome, man. Yeah, dude, no, I it's gonna be a lot of fun. I haven't
Yeah,
been
man.
this excited about a project in a while.
Yeah, and I mean, just thinking about, like, how big, like, XRP Vegas has grown from the time it started to now, it's just like you just look back, man, it's like you can't say that XRP don't have, like, the best community in crypto just based off of, like, how far it's going and how positive people are and how excited people are, like, legit excited to be there, like, all different kind of people. So, I'm super, just waiting for it to happen, and, I wasn't excited all the way up until, like, a month and a half ago, and I was like, "Hey, man, it's getting pretty close. It's getting pretty close." So, yeah, man,
Well,
can't wait to can't wait for it to roll out.
yeah, man.
We are a week
I haven't seen the lineup. Have you? Do you even know who's speaking? I think they put it out.
I have not seen it because, like, I mean, he just always talks about, like, all the people that's coming, like the John Deedons and, like,
Right.
the same old people that we see before, but I don't know if anybody new coming that I've seen. I think it's just the same crew, which is fine with me. I wanna see, Brad talk on stage again, David talk on stage again, so I'm excited about both of those guys just to see, like, what he don't say nothing secret that we don't already know, but it's like almost affirmation that XRP is always at the forefront. And I think for XRP holders, that's important. And, he always talks to the community, he shakes hands, he does all the right stuff. So super excited to meet Brad again.
Yeah. I never met him yet, so maybe I'll meet him this time. I'd
Yeah.
love to get him on camera.
Hey man, you may have the opportunity. So yeah. In
Fingers
passing, like,
crossed.
hey man, let me talk to you. He may stop
Fingers
just because you're so tall. He
crossed.
can be like, holy shit. Like, what? Like, I'm gonna talk to you, even though his security is pretty massive as well. So
Yeah. Yeah, well, maybe we gotta be in the right place at the right time.
yeah, yeah. Did you see any like after parties or anything like that? Have you seen any of that
There's
kind
the
of stuff?
Wednesday ones.
Oh, 68J one. Yep.
6AJ, after that is the Digital Ascension Group
Okay.
at night.
Okay.
which would be great, and which would be
Is
really
it like a
great.
dinner?
Incredible community. I'm not sure exactly what their event is. I
Okay.
should find out. A great community.
Mhm.
So that one would be good. And then I don't know. I'm not going to do at least I don't think I'm going to do the after party of the actual event.
Nah.
I'm going to be ready to be done by then. I'm going to have had full days.
Yeah. Facts.
Like, and
Fact.
honestly, the whole event last year, that was the least. I mean, I will say I met a few more cool people walking around in that after party,
Mhm.
just introducing myself, and I'm glad I met a few more people. But that was the best part of Vegas is, or the best part of XRP Las Vegas is the conference itself.
Yeah. Facts.
The percent.
Yeah. I mean, because everybody's there and everybody is like just just the IQ level of crypto and just people that you meet and the spiritual people and
Yep.
it's just it's just unmatched, man. You can't really match it. And yeah, like the after party, I did it the first year. The second year, I was like, I do my own thing, type of thing, because I didn't want to pay the extra money for that. I'm just like, I thought the pool one was kind of fun, but then the last one I was like, But I think that it's gonna be so much going on. And I like the fact that people are piggybacking off of XRP Las Vegas and kind of got other little things that's happening. I think that's important too. So it just grows the community a lot more. That everybody get a little piece of that. So it's gonna be interesting, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, what new? Like, do you think I'm excited to see all the DeFi stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
probably the thing I'm most excited about. The DeFi.
I feel like
Flare Network.
yeah.
Shout
Yeah.
out.
Well, of
Shout out
course you
Flare.
are.
Shout out Flare.
You've been talking about it forever. Like, so it's I know you're gonna get a lot more information that you can pass along.
Oh yeah.
I'm curious to see if they're gonna have like different, communities that's building on the blockchain. I always like to see that different small companies that are growing that popped up. That'd be interesting to see. Uphold is gonna probably have a good presence there.
Do you
And
know Uphold and Digital Ascension Group just did a partnership?
did they really?
So combined app, basically imagine Uphold Exchange with Jake's corporate structures and trusts and their bookkeeping and tracking of everything done on the back end of Uphold.
Wow.
Plus more. And there's a few more things that they're going to have in there. I think like an agentic agent
Hmm.
to like help you with tasks.
Wow.
So they're going to add some cool stuff. Yeah.
That is
So
pretty impressive.
that's a really neat thing that's new right now that's about to come out. I think that's why, man, I know everyone wants to see price appreciation, but just be patient. Just be patient, man. The entire financial system is going on chain. Everything of value is going on chain.
Yeah, if you look, man, they tokenizing everything in Japan. So they going
Everything.
everything is getting tokenized. That's all you hear is tokenization.
RWAs are going to be huge very soon. And you will be able to, from a digital wallet, instantaneously provide value, get loans, buy property, buy intellectual property, buy literally anything instantaneously, instantaneous settlement to anything and everyone anywhere on all value in the entire world, not just buying consumer goods,
Exactly.
everything.
I think that's the biggest unlock for people when they talk about it. They like, well, it's crypto, this and that. I'm like, well, you got to understand that the blockchain is going to facilitate everything that you already do. It's just going to be, and you won't even see the difference of it. It's
Mm,
just going to be quicker, faster. It's going to be the same apps, the same things that you're using. It's just underneath it is going to be blockchain technology. And if
mm,
you understand that and understand that everything is going to be on some kind of tokenization mechanism through blockchain, then you will get excited and be like, holy crap, how can I get a part of that? Because that's the part that people gonna miss when it's over and we are at the end of it. Everybody who missed the boat is gonna come back and say, well, I didn't know that it was gonna be like this. I didn't know that it was gonna be like that. And it's like,
yeah,
well, if you would have just
well,
did
it
a little bit
was.
more research, it was said they literally stand it in plain sight. Every time we turn around, it's a company coming out saying exactly what me and you saying, and we just regular dudes, and
Yeah.
they saying it out loud
From the White House. The White
from
House
the
tells you
White
about this stuff.
House.
Literally
The,
the government. Like, do
the
people
Fed
just
just said
think
it. Fed Watch just said it. Like, what do you like? He literally was just like, digital assets is a part of our fucking financial infrastructure. What else you need to hear? Like, what are we doing?
would they be passing a Genius and the stable coin and the Genius Act? Would they want those to pass if this wasn't a monumental, like, would this be such a big deal
Right,
if this wasn't something monumental? The
right.
White House is literally telling you that blockchain is going to be used for all this stuff and we're going to be the crypto capital of the world. And like, do people really think that this is just going to not outperform the stock market at this point.
Right.
I don't know. I
What
don't
happens when the
understand.
stock market is tokenized?
Exactly. The whole stock market is going to be tokenized. Like, hello.
Then what? They already try it. They already doing it. It's happening. And it's like, so what you think is happening and what you think the stock market is doing, but in the future is going to be running on blockchain. So what is blockchain doing at that point? Like what's
Yeah.
like we can stop market cap, we can stop all that. Let's just talk about what the
No.
system is doing. How is the technology actually being used? And then think about the price of that. Like that is really where we're at now. And you're right. It's like it's hard to be patient because we see what is happening in real time. So you get excited. And if you think like maybe 4 years ago, if this news would have came out, how big of a bull run we would have had based off of the news that we just have. A quarter of percent of the news that we get right now, we just numb to it
Right.
because it's so
We're so
great.
used to the good news just
Yeah,
coming
we
out
just
and
like
nothing
we like
happened.
another company that Ripple is partner with, another company that Ripple is partner with.
And we
Like,
dropped 10 cents.
it's like it's just outrageous now. At this
Good
point,
news
it's
comes
like,
out,
yeah,
10 cents drop.
yeah, literally.
Man,
Great
do you
news.
have people that you've helped get in, texting you and sometimes it being hard for them to continue to believe?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like I get it from, my parents, like just people at work, like they'll say like, "Hey, your token dropped." And I'm like, well, I mean, the whole economy is dropping. So like it's that. And then of course it's gonna have ups and downs, which is part of any investment. But I think that people get lost in thinking that the price goes up always. And if it don't always go up, then they're like, well, what's happening? And I'm like, well, that's part of crypto and anything else that you invest in.
Right.
It's not a one way up. It's always gonna be dips, it's ups and downs. And as you get more seasoned in the market, you understand that. But new people, they don't get it. And
Right.
I mean, not
It's
that
tough.
anybody has sold, because I tell people, I'm like, just if you're having a problem with it right now, just don't invest right now.
Yeah.
But I always say when it's down, you should be putting more money in. That's
Yep.
all I'm gonna say. I'm not
Yep.
saying you have to. I'm not saying that it's not hard to do. I'm saying that if it's down, if the price is lower than when you got it the first time you bought it and you believed in it, you probably want to buy it again while
Right.
it's down. But I'm not a financial advisor, so do what you want to do. But I'm buying. I was like, I'm buying.
Do not take financial advice from us.
No, we're
We are
just out
not
here, man.
licensed.
Yeah,
We
we
are
don't get
not
paid for that.
licensed. Full disclaimer. Now it's probably a good time to interrupt the regularly scheduled broadcast for our financial disclaimer.
Yeah, this is not financial advice. Me and Will are just sitting here talking shit. That's all we're doing.
Oh, man. And it's been too long, man. I'm looking forward to this episode being published just because our channel hasn't had anything for several weeks, it feels like.
Facts. Yeah, I know, man. But I see. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. I've been seeing you pump out some videos, man. You've been like interviewing everybody, bro. Congrats to you, man.
Crushing it,
Keep
dude.
doing it, man.
I just started releasing a series that I did with an MMA gym where I interviewed 9 semi-pro to pro fighters, and the owner of the gyms and the coach of the gym, his wife and his partner in the whole thing. She is incredible, like a mom for the whole gym and just a great person. But I got to interview her and these 9 fighters, and I'd already interviewed Jake Ramos, a good friend of mine, and my podcast with him, everyone really should check out if they haven't listened to it because he's full of a lot of wisdom
Yeah.
and just he's coached some of the best MMA fighters in the world. So the guy knows a thing or two about a thing or two.
Yep.
And that was a fun conversation. But yeah, man, I've got like 15 podcasts I haven't even posted yet. And it's wild seeing it grow, man. I'm just
Yeah.
having fun. Honestly, though,
Yeah.
I'm just having fun. I'm having anyone and everyone on my show. I've had some interesting characters, but and I'm stepping into whatever I want.
Fact.
I've no direction. There's not like Will's podcast is about XYZ. It's like, no, who
No, it's
knows who I might have on the next one. Like we're gonna go from talking about completely opposite ends, no relation on topics whatsoever.
yeah.
We're like a squirrel with many shiny objects.
I was watching. It always pop up, and I take a look at like the shorts and stuff like that, and I'm like, Will being on everybody, bro. Like Will is I say Will is out there, man. He a hardworking man out here, man. You got a
Dude,
mic in front of everybody, bro.
It's wild. Podcasting is so fun. Like I
It
love
is.
the thing is, I could call you, Duran, and be like, "What's up, bro?" And we could have this conversation and talk about crypto and our families and what we're doing in our life over a phone call that no one else would ever hear, or we can just
Yeah,
record it and put it out. And
yeah.
it's like,
Especially it's, like, interesting, it's, like, good energy, man, it's always, like, fun, it's lighthearted, and it's we try to be educational as much as we can, but it's more our perspective of whatever it is, and a lot of people like it, a lot of people may not like it, but it's like, it's our truth, and I think that that's the most important part, and people like organic truth versus we up here trying to put on lobbying for somebody else. We literally speak our truth, all of us, and that's the dopest part. It's like
yeah,
we always say what we feel, and it's from the heart, and it's a genuine space. So like I appreciate it, and it does feel good like to be back on and kind of like just catching up. Just because like I'm gonna see you in person soon, but it's like still like this part of it is always fun as well. So definitely
yeah,
appreciate us getting on for a little bit.
totally, man. It's so fun. It's so fun. I love it. And dude, that's why I just want to bring it back to this. I encourage everyone to just figure out how to have so much fun in your life that every day you wake up with a smile on your face and you're jumping out of bed. You're like, I get to live again today. Thank you, God. I've I've air in my lungs. I am breathing. I have choice. I can literally do anything.
Facts.
And here I am. I get to be so blessed and filled with this endless satisfaction. Everyone needs to get there.
Yeah,
Everyone
man.
needs to get there. The closer you can get there prior to price appreciation, I'm telling you, dog, that is the secret. The secret is getting there prior to price appreciation because then what can the money even do for you?
Right. You're right, man. No, I definitely agree with you, and Um, always love that you are getting to live the way you wanna live, like, I think that that's important, but it's also, like, it's motivating because, like, I know that I'm not there yet, but that's what I'm working towards, and to see somebody that I know living it, and, like, I know you didn't start there, you know what I mean? So it's like you got there. It was
But I
just
would
it's
yeah, I would
I'm doing
almost say to you, figure out how to let that be right now, regardless of your job situation, regardless of your hours. Like, figure out how to be 100% because Duran, if you can figure this out prior to price appreciation, you think it's just going to be cool to be your own boss? No. What's going to be cool is that you're already so insanely filled with infinite joy that being your own boss is just awesome. It's not that it frees you. You're
Yeah,
already free. Like I think too often we look at our circumstances like, I know you don't want to work your corporate job forever, but if you can go into your corporate job for the next, because say God were to come down and tell you, Duran, it's on August 11th, 2026 is the day. You would be like, I'm going to work and I don't have to work in 6 months and 13 days.
uh,
You know what I mean, bro?
yeah,
And everyone can do that. Everyone,
yeah.
not just you and me, literally everyone. Because when you know what you hold and you can literally walk into every day of your life like that,
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I 100% recognize that my circumstances are also super fortunate. Like I get to work from home and homeschool my daughter and coach all of her sports and hang out with her nearly every day. And that is so fortunate that most people don't have that.
right.
But I think regardless of whatever it is, if people can start to accept that like the change has already happened. If the change can happen if the change can happen in our soul prior to the change happening in our net worth, the things we're going to be able to do with it as a community and as individuals is going to be something that is truly a shift in the paradigm of reality itself. Because the people with the control of the money will then have choices about how the money is controlled. And we're going to be able to have that type of impact on society. Like we're going to have that type of resources to be able to make that type of impact and however we see fit.
Yep, as a community.
Yeah,
Abs
totally. And there's going to be so many people with so many amazing and brilliant ideas. Like the XRP community is so smart and filled with good spirited individuals that there's no reality that could possibly exist where we do not actually make a dent in the universe, but not because we're making a dent and changing the financial system, but because by owning the new financial system, we will literally decide how the world economy functions and be able to put our resources towards things that we know are ultimately a net positive for humanity. That's the reality that we're walking into that people don't realize.
But that's also why the fight is here, because
Yeah.
for that reason.
But good wins, dog.
Always,
Good
always.
wins.
They
Yes,
always
that's why
do.
they're putting up a fight against us, but they cannot stop the inevitable of the good winning. And here we are.
Abs
Here,
Yeah, man. Nah, well, nah, I appreciate you, man. And thanks for getting on with me today, brother.
I love you, bro. It's
Uh,
been a while. I'm
yeah, man.
glad to hang out with you.
Yeah, man. We'll have to go back and see if Sean can get on Sunday, man. We can run it back.
Yeah, I could I think I can hop on Sunday.
All right. That'll
But
work, man. I
yeah,
appreciate you,
man,
brother. I'll talk to you later, man.
I know you gotta run. So
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you, dude. We'll talk soon.
Yes, sir. Talk to you later. See you later, guys.